So I'm going to check out another video of how the Democrats are panicking and pandering to get the black vote. The black folks are the one group that they can depend on to vote for them at a rate of over 80%. It seems like in this case with the election coming up in November, it doesn't seem like that's happening. So what they're doing is they're just not looking at the landscape that's going on. They're going back to their old tricks with the fear mongering and the white supremacy and racism and you're a victim and all this that. Y'all, that's not gonna work. Y'all gotta come with something better. So let's check this out.
What's up, y'all? Gerald here, creator of Gospel Chops and your host for this YouTube channel, back with another video. Now, if you follow my main channel, then you heard me say at the end of last year, I thought there were going to be some problems in 2024 because it's an election year, and you know how people get in election year. We all run to our corners, and situations get so thick that it could be brother against brother, friend against friend. Black against white, gay against straight. You know how it goes. But I predicted this because I sensed it in my spirit that the political climate was getting out of control and reaching a boiling point. Well, here we are 1 week into the year, and the Democrats have rolled out the old heads, y'all. The Congressional Black Caucasians. Yes, that's right. They resorted to the old playbook. And when I say old, I mean old. This man here is older than the president. We know that the president can't handle himself. Acts like he doesn't know what day of the week it is. This man here, Mr. James Fish Fry Clyburn from South Carolina. They done rolled out the fish fry man, y'all. And this is why when I talk to young people, I always go hard and tell them to train. And whatever it is you want to be, make sure you train. You study. Make sure you know that thing like the back of your hand, because when we get in situations where things get tight and we don't have time to think, we revert to our training. And what are the Democrats doing in this tight situation? As 2024 has kicked off, they reverted to the old playbook. Let's bring out the old Congressional Black Caucasians and have them rally the black vote. Sorry, y'all, not this time. There's a new generation rising up, and we ain't voting for that Democrat plantation that our parents voted for to their own detriment. That ain't us. We've learned. We know better. And when you know better, you do better.
Yes.
Let's check out this video of James Fish Fry Clyburn addressing some concerns and questions that were thrown at him by the CNN host about the black vote in 2024. Check it out, y'all. Wrong video. Sorry, y'all. Let's try that again.
Very
Check
nice.
Former President Obama met for a private lunch with President Biden recently to express concern about how Biden is managing his re-election bid. This comes as President Biden is struggling to solidify support among black voters, including on that trip to South Carolina. Obviously, you were instrumental in Biden getting the Democratic nomination. Obviously, black voters were instrumental in President Biden getting, then Senator Biden, or then Vice President Biden, getting the nomination in 2020. How worried are you about black voters showing up for President Biden in November?
Well, I'm not worried. I'm very concerned. And I have sat down with President Biden. I don't know. I saw those reports. I've also seen at least one report indicating that I have sat down with President Biden, and I did with him. And I've told him what my concerns are. I have no problem with the Biden administration and what it has done. My problem is that we have not been able to break through that MAGA wall in order to get to people exactly what this president has done.
Wow, Mr. Fish Fry, you have no problem No problem whatsoever with what this administration has done with the situation it has put the black community in, with record energy prices, record gas prices, record food prices. Wow. These are your elected officials, y'all, folks who've been sitting in Congress for decades.
So this Clyburn gentleman, his issue was to try to get through the MAGA wall. That makes no sense whatsoever. To me, it says, you're dummies. It's the same thing. It's the same thing they're saying. These two things don't match. Because overall, black people have voted for Democrats at a clip of 80-90% for like 60-something years. So why now all of a sudden there's a MAGA wall to get through? It don't make no sense. What he's basically saying is, this president has not done anything for you as a community. But we're gonna say we did something for y'all, and y'all just not getting the message because you're dumb. So vote like you always do. That's basically what he's saying.
We ain't listening to these clowns no more, because we understand what we need politically, economically, socially. We know what we need in order to better our situation, and y'all ain't been providing it to us, Mr. Fish Fry. So I don't think we gonna vote for your candidate this time. And for the record, I am a registered independent. A lot of y'all like to call me MAGA and right wing and Republican.
And so for the record, this brother right here, he keeps saying fish fry because there's this kind of thing where if you go down to South Carolina, which James Clyburn is the representative for this particular district. So if you would ask the people that are in his district, most of them would just say, oh, well, he just has a great fish fry. And his district is the poorest in the entire country. And he has been in office longer than most of you have probably been alive. So what does that say? And he's a multimillionaire on top of all of that. But then he talking this crap. Not this gentleman on the video. I'm talking about the old black dude, Representative James Clyburn.
I ain't none of that. I think for myself. I do what's best for myself and my family. That's why I voted for Donald Trump twice. And before you jump off the ledge and call me all sorts of names, I also voted for Barack Obama twice. Because at the time I thought it was in my best interest. And I walked into that booth and I prayed to God. I closed my eyes and I said, God, don't let this nigga mess this up, because if he does, we'll never get another chance. Excuse me, y'all. That's what I said. That was my prayer. I prayed to God for that. And I voted for Barack Obama. Because I was proud to see him in that position, running for President of the United States for the first time. But oh, did I come to understand that the color of the president don't make no difference.
No, it does not.
So if the brown man don't make no difference, I guess the orange man don't make no difference either, right?
Right.
Because it's not about the color. It's about the policy. And when I counsel kids, I want them to be successful. So I try to give them those nuggets that I've learned along the way that might help them in their journey to find success, however they might define that in their life. The definition is theirs, not mine. But a little nugget, a little nudge, a little help, a little information can help you along the way as you traverse this life. So let me tell you what I like to see, y'all. I like to see more black folks with education. I'd like to see more black folks with successful careers. I'd like to see more black folks with higher incomes in the middle class and the 1% income-wise.
Here's the one thing we need to get away from, and I'm talking about everybody. Don't worry about who you like. Again, another famous theme from Kwame Brown is all about who we like. And I'm gonna give you an example. Do you like your boss if you have a boss? Do you have to like your boss? No. You don't have to. Do you necessarily like your coworker? Some of them, one of them, I don't have no disdain toward any of mine, but that don't mean I like them all. I don't dislike anybody really. But let's get away from who we like. And this can apply in life all across the board. Let me tell you something. It will make your life a whole lot easier to come with a simple baseline logic. You don't have to like anybody. You don't have to like anybody. And then you pick and choose those who you like. And when you pick and choose somebody that you dislike, it takes away from you, because it takes energy to dislike somebody. It takes way more energy to dislike somebody than it does to actually like somebody. Right? So, like, I don't like Donald Trump. I don't know the man. But his policies, that's all I look at. And they were very effective for this country when he was in office. That's pretty much it. And past performance is a predictor of future performance. I'm going to go off what he's done and trust that he'll do it again once he gets back in office. That's what we got to go off of. I don't have to like anybody at all. That's across the board. So,
but under this administration, I haven't seen any helpful signs that that's going to occur. I see an administration working against black folks, an administration that's contributing to the plight of the black family, advocating for alphabet people, governmental dependence that pushes fathers out of the home so that the mother can get a government check. Is that what we want for our society? Is anybody trying to do better? Is anybody trying to be better? Let me know what you think, y'all, because they rolling out the old heads on us, the old playbook. They think it's gonna work again. Fool me once, shame on you. But our parents got fooled over and over and over and over and over. It's time to change that, y'all. I need you to be a little selfish this year and vote for your own self-interest. Vote for the interests of your family, your economic interests. I need you to be able to buy a house. I need you to be able to buy a car. I need you to be able to start a business and grow it. And this administration has not proven to me that they agree with those sentiments. So we ain't voting for them. What you think? In 2024, I know we just got here, but I expect it to get much worse as this year progresses. Let me know how you feel about this issue. And then rolling out these old timers to try to tell us what we should do and who we should side with, who we should be along with. Mr. Clyburn, you might want to go talk to Charlemagne, because I believe he's in disagreement with you in this here 2024. Y'all like the video? Subscribe to the channel and share the video so we can get more people involved in the conversation, y'all. And like I always say, always remember and never forget, without the gospel, it's just chops.
So yeah, let's get away from this. I'm gonna keep saying I wanna beat it into your head. It's like, don't worry about who you like. You don't have to like people. And then people just choose to stay away from politics because they don't understand it. You don't have to get as deep into politics politics as myself or some other people like me. But would you agree that it affects everyday life? It affects almost every aspect of your life. It affects what you pay at the gas pump. It affects what you pay at the store. It affects what kind of food you have. It affects what you're going to pay for energy. I can go on, but if I'm just going to stop there, you tell me if that's important. Now, a lot of people say, well, there's nothing that we can do about it. There is something that you can do about it. You register to vote, you go vote policies. Don't vote skin color. Don't vote party. I don't give a fuck if it's a Democrat that you agree with on policies that make sense, vote for them. If it's a Republican you deal with policies that make sense, go vote for them. If it's an independent that you agree with that have policies that make sense, don't vote for them. If you don't agree with any of that shit, don't vote at all. Simple as that. But what I will say this, don't give no Democrats your vote. And that doesn't mean give it to a Republican. I'm not saying that. You make your choice. But I will say, don't vote for any Democrats.